Thanks for joining me, astrologer Patrick Arundell, for your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 30th of September. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. This week begins with that clustering of energy in the sign of Libra, very much to the fore. In fact, Venus and Jupiter continue to forge a gorgeous alliance in the first 2 days. And that points towards doing something playful, entertaining or fun. But last week's new moon gave a boost to this Libran energy, but it also angled to Uranus. So over the next 4 weeks, it is going to be important to understand, whilst we're working at our relationships, which Libra governs, to just be conscious of how our values match up to the people we encounter. Now this week does see Mercury relocate into the deep and passionate sign of Scorpio, and also the modern ruler of Scorpio, Pluto. Well, that goes direct after a long retrograde which began on the 24th of April. Now of course Pluto has been in a very business-like part of the situation in the sign of Capricorn. So I think if there has been any kind of delays or slowdowns around the enterprise that you're involved with, that can ease now. And this Mercury energy can also be very good for more entrepreneurial strands. But on Friday, Mars makes its way into Libra, where it will be for 6 weeks. This is a tremendous transit because it does in some ways diminuate the more egocentric nature of Mars. Libra being about trying to find consensus, and Mars being very much about I, the self. Well, it is actually technically in detriment in this location. But I think it gives us just a desire to get firmer boundaries, which can be a good thing, be a bit more competitive, which can be a good thing, but competitive in a way which seeks some kind of collaboration or cooperation with others. And that's where it's working through the energy of this Libra influence. But it is true to say that we have a quarter moon in Capricorn on Saturday, and that's going to be absolutely conjunct Saturn. And Saturn in Capricorn is quite a sobering kind of energy. So we may encounter someone from the end of this week and into next week who, however much we try to reach out to them and understand where they're coming from, they may be quite resistant to our charms. But equally, it's not going to be a good thing to try too hard to be a people pleaser. We just need to be naturally ourselves. Your specific forecast, Gemini, gives you a marvellous opportunity on Monday and Tuesday to link up with someone and have a really wonderful connection. The link between Venus and Gemini could be fated, and if you're meeting someone for the first time, this is a perfect juncture to have that first date. It's also a case that we're still feeling the energy this week from that new moon last week. So when you do connect with other people this week, remember to stay attuned to how you feel at a deeper level. So if there are any anxieties or worries, just stay conscious of them. Don't necessarily push them to one side, just hold them, but at the same time enjoy this more outgoing and quite abundant part of the year, which is going to be boosted hugely this week by the arrival of Mars. Now Mars in your 5th solar house for the next 6 weeks is going to give you a lot more charisma. It's going to boost your confidence and physical vitality, and it's also going to give you a lot more sex appeal. Ironically, Mercury, your ruler, actually moves into a bit more of a practical area, the 6th solar house. But if you can combine the creativity that you're manifesting at this time in some kind of physical form, then this can be a great combination. Long-term financial pressures have also been very much to the fore for you over the last couple of years. Now, Pluto goes forwards this week, which is good, but Saturn does crunch at the very end of this week the quarter moon. So even if you're trying to be very cautious about finances, It's just a reminder that try to value every single penny or cent that you have. So even if you do something more speculative, it's something that you've really thought through and considered all the angles. It's also possible towards the end of this week that someone around you is a little bit green-eyed around the attraction that you're achieving at the moment. This could be a friend, maybe it's someone you're involved with. Some jealousy or possessiveness are possible, and that can be an anathema to you. So just watch out for that reaction. If you'd like to order your 2020 forecast based on your time, date and place of birth, please see the link beneath this video. You can get the rest of this year free plus 30% off. But for now, it's been a pleasure being with you. Good luck and goodbye.